I'm feeling really Halloweeny at the moment and I want to make some Halloween inspired videos. So today I'm just going to be talking about my top 5 Halloween movies. Number 1 is Nightmare Before Christmas. The first time I saw this film I was about 15 and I was at my friend Jade's house, and she was really cool to me because she listened to the same kind of music as me and she was a vegetarian at the time and I weren't, and I was kind of like inspired by her. She lent me Darren Shan books as well, and that really got me into the Darren Shan saga, which was like one of the best books I've read, I think, or at least it was at the time when I read it. Obviously it's not scary or anything like that, but not only is it Halloweeny, it's also Christmassy, so it just feels really cool. The siren in that movie is like a cat meow kind of thing. It's like that kind of thing. Anyway, we can live like Jack and Sally if we want. It's a cool movie, makes you feel Halloweeny, and it's unique. Movie number 2 is something that was scary at the time but isn't really scary now, but it's one of those films that I can actually get through because I don't actually like really scary films. I just like to kind of feel Halloweeny, like ghosts and pumpkins and stuff like that. So it's A Nightmare on Elm Street. It was one of the first movies that Johnny Depp was ever in, I think, and I just really like those films as far as horror movies go. If you don't know what it's about, it's basically about how to explain it? Basically a guy who kills teenagers in their sleep, and the more afraid they are, kind of the more he shows up because he kind of feeds off the fear. There are some kind of gruesome parts, and yeah, it's just kind of, it's a classic now, so it makes you feel Halloweeny. Number 3 is the movie Scream. I was really into this film for a while as a teenager because I think I had a crush on the murderer, the guy who turns out to be the murderer. So I was into that when I was like 15 or 16, but it's another classic. I find it really clever, the way that they kind of play on all the really cliche things that happen in horror movies, and it's just a really good film. So yeah, good Halloween movie. Number 4 is another Tim Burton movie, and it's The Corpse Bride. This is one that must have just been on TV once, like a couple of years ago, and I just really liked it, and it's just kind of got that kind of creepy Tim Burton feel again, and it's just it's really cute at the same time, but it's also kind of eerie and gothic in a way. So yeah, it's just, I'm sinking, aren't I? Oof. And number 5 is Hocus Pocus, which I haven't seen since I was really young, so I can barely remember it at all. But it's one of those, it's about 3 witches, one of them's played by Sarah Jessica Parker, and I really need to watch it again this year because I haven't seen it in so long, and it's one of those films that everyone always talks about around Halloween time, and I remember seeing it when I was young and liking it, so I need to see that again. So yeah, if you haven't seen any of those 5 films, you need to check them out, and I want to give a quick like honourable mention kind of thing to Zombieland and Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie I watched in cinemas like 2 years ago, and it's a really good Halloween movie. It's about a boy who brings his dead dog back to life. Zombieland is obviously about a zombie outbreak. It's got a kind of sad story part, and it's got like a romance in there, and then some zombie killing. I watched it on Netflix a few days ago for the first time, and it was actually pretty cool. I'm not that into all the gore, but it's not like scary or anything, so yeah, check out those films as well. So yeah, leave your favourite Halloween movies down in the comment section obviously, and thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you again very soon.